Hey, what's up? Hope everybody's doing alright on this Sunday. I'm just gonna make a quick video on a week 3 recap. Just kind of go over some trades I took this week and kind of see if I made the metrics to move on next week for keep moving on in the paper trade contract, and kind of a game plan of what I'll be going for next week. So here, I'm posting. This is where I keep all my trades. This has really started to grow since I've started trading under contract. See, this week starts here. And all these above it are trades I took this week. It was a really crazy week with a couple stocks just really ripping, like crazy moves, like DCIX and CREG. Those two really spiked hard this week, and a lot of people were making some really good money on those two. So I traded those a couple times. Guess I'll kind of get into some data from this week. So this was week 3. Of the paper trade contract. So kind of scroll down here to week 3. So this is week 3. I was going for 5 to 10 trades. I bumped my share size up to 1,000 from 750 last week. I was going for a 2-to-1 profit loss ratio. I was wanting to win on 50% of my trades. I was going for a $100 daily profit target and a weekly profit target of 300. And of course I was using a 5-cent hard stop. So with that in mind, see, I took 14 total trades. So I actually went over my trade limit. Which is not ideal, but that's not going to keep me from moving on. Let's see, some names I traded this week were Under Armour, DCIX, IZEA, EVH, XNet, FOSL, IMMU, and CREG. See, I only took one short position all week, which I normally take more than that. and of course, trading 1,000 shares. Um, Out of 14 trades, I won on 11 and only lost on 3. Um, my average win or loss per share was 15 cents, which is with losses factored in, so that's pretty good. A lot better than last week and the week before. And my profits for the week was a little over $2,000. So, I was only going for 300, and I ended up with a little over 2,000. And that really has a lot to do with, some of these stocks really ripping. Like CREG, I traded that 4 times. DCIX, I traded that 3 times. And, when you're really getting in stocks that are ripping and you're in that type of market, you have the potential to really see some big trades. So I think that was a big factor that played into this. But, that's... Oh. Let's see. What is that? 300 times 6. 300 times. So I made 7 times my profit target this week. That normally won't happen, but that's pretty good. I made over double last week, and this was 7 times as much as I was going for. So, you can't complain about that. That's a pretty good week. My average winners were 23 cents. I was only going for 10 cents, so that's pretty good. My average losses were 15 cents, and that really, this trade right here really hurt that. This was a pretty big loss. The stock just, I was up $400 on this trade, and the stock instantly drops. There wasn't much I could do other than take profits when I should have, and that's a lesson I'll have to learn and be cautious of. My biggest winner was only 43 cents. That was on DCIX. Some people were winning, having like over $2 a share winners. And, my biggest winner was only 43 cents. My biggest loss was 30 cents. Again, I was on this trade. My PL ratio for this week was a 1.5 to 1, which is not a 2 to 1, but it's still not terrible. And I was winning 78.5% of the time, so that's pretty good. That's a lot more than 50%, which is why, with this PL ratio and this winning percentage, you're going to be profitable. You only have to have a 1-to-1 and win 50% of the time to be break even. So, I was above both of those, and that really helped with, my PO for the week. So, pretty solid. Um, you can't complain with data like this. And, I'm consistently above all my metrics that I need to make for the week. Each week, I've been above what I'm supposed to be making. So, getting into this week, I think I've actually met metrics that, I could actually skip a week or two in the contract. Um, I haven't completely decided what I'm going to do. Uh, my profits so far, you know, my goals were 150 for week 1, 225 week 2, 300 for week 3. So with my metrics, this is what, I was going for at the end of week 3, what my profits should look like. 675 for all 3 weeks. Um, we add up plus 200. So this is what I've made in 3 weeks. 2872 50. So you can kind of see here, a pretty big difference from what I was going for and what I actually have made so far. That's over 3 times, maybe close to 4 times as much. So I think if I really have the metrics to kind of skip a week or two. Actually, I could probably skip close to a whole month. But, I mean, part of this contract, though, is to show consistency, week in, week out, that, you can I can make my metrics each week consistently. That's kind of a big part of this. So I'm kind of torn here on what I'm going to do for next week, but I think I'm definitely going to skip week 4. regardless. I'm doing well with this contract so far. So I think I've earned to skip this week at least. And honestly, I might even skip this week. Week 1, month 2. Um, you know, I definitely have the metrics to do so. You know, I'm starting to think about early graduation from this project, this contract. Um, and I should probably kind of give some better metrics, more clear. If I'm wanting to do early graduation, I need to have some better metrics outlined to kind of just outline better, for early graduation. So, I mean, until I do that, I'll probably start with week 2, month 1 for next week. Uh, skipping 2 weeks is pretty substantial, and that's probably as much as I should skip for now. Uh, just kind of playing into the consistency factor. So I'm, showing that I'm consistent every week. Um, so I'll probably do week 2, month 1 this week. Some goals I'll be going for. Um, I'll be taking 5 to 15 trades. I'll bump it up to 1,500 share size. Still going for a 2-to-1 PL ratio. Still wanting a 50% win rate. My daily profit target will be bumped up to 187.50 cents. So my winners, instead of 10 cents per share, now need to be almost 13 cents per share. And my weekly profit target will be set at $562.50. And my hard stop will be bumped from a 5 cent to a 6 to 7 cent, because my profit target has been up. So my hard stop will be half of that. So that'll also be bumped up. Um, but yeah, this is what I'll be going for this week. I was able to skip 2 weeks in the contract just because I'm doing so well. That definitely makes me happy. So I'll definitely have to add some more rules and stuff and goals for, skipping weeks and early graduation. So I'll probably be adding to this contract a little bit for that purpose. That's a good thing to be working on. And, I really didn't think I would be doing this well so far. So, I'm pretty happy and excited to see where this continues to go. Um, so, I know this has kind of been a little confusing and not very well thought out or commentated, but you kind of have to just think on the fly sometimes. And I'm working with what I have here, and hopefully it's not too confusing what I'm doing here. So if anybody has any questions or um, anything like that, or looking to get into trading themselves and getting on a program like this, I'll definitely help answer any questions that I possibly can to the best of my ability. So just want to thank anybody that's still watching, and um, I think this is going to wrap it up for the week three recap. I might have a couple of videos on the way of possibly some live trades. Kind of show you guys what I'm doing and what I'm thinking, and possibly walk you guys through a trade or two. If that's helpful, that might help give a little bit more information. And I might also start working on a video on how I make my watch list every day. I have a couple ideas on videos that I can make. And if there's anything that anybody wants to see specifically, you can always reach out, and I'll definitely, do that. So, yeah, I think this is going to wrap it up. And I'll talk to you guys later.